to talk to us about what it's like to be a good person and stop laughing. And what it's like being in high school and having to deal with like homework and lots of teachers and friends and sports and all kinds of things. So we're gonna take a minute and meet everyone.
Hey, I'm Easton Gee. I go to Highland. I run track, and my best memory here at elementary school is falling off the playground and hitting my head.
Hi, my name is Cade Jones. I go to Highland High School and I play football and I run track. And probably one of the best memories I have at Gate City is the jump rope-a-thon.
Hi, my name is Carter Hall. I go to Highland High School. I ski and play football. And my favorite memory at Gate City is running into one of the twins.
Hey, my name is Julian Bowie. I go to Pocatello High School. And my favorite memory here is throwing snowballs at Miss Mark.
Right behind me.
Hi, I'm Tambry. I go to Highland. I play soccer and basketball. And my favorite memory is running into my friend and cracking her head open.
Hey, my name is Keegan Satterfield. I'm captain of the soccer team at Highland and president of the Trivia Show Choir there. My favorite memory from here at elementary school is probably making and selling silly putty. Wow.
Oh, the
That's a
silly
mouthful.
putty.
Yeah, for student government.
I'm Claire Johnson. I go to Highland. I play soccer and I do stats and get to hang out with the boys' soccer. It's lots of fun. My favorite memory is being boss at Capture the Flag. We were pretty great. Winning team all the time.
Hi, I'm Summer Evans. I go to Highland High School. I play soccer. And my favorite memory of elementary school is Foursquare.
Hi, my name's Jaden Tuya. I go to Century High School. I play football, and my favorite memory here would probably be Capture the Flag too.
Nice. So first we're gonna talk a little bit about friendships and how you deal with friends, because that's a big part of life. Oh, have you struggled with friends, Tambry?
I've actually struggled with friends a lot. I think that it's best to surround yourself with friends that make you feel good and confident, and that will lead you in life. So, yeah.
Okay, so how do you find friends that do that?
Friends that are interested in the same things as you. So, like, I have basketball friends, I have soccer friends, and they will be the most like you. For the most part, we're all like the same girls that we've like grown up together. So, we've been friends for a long time.
But it's okay if you do things with just some friends sometimes, and then with other friends other times?
Yeah, it's okay to do that, and I think that people need to understand that, because it's not always being left out. It's just sometimes you want to be with like new people.
So what if you're playing at recess? Claire and Summer, you can pipe in too, and you know, you feel like your two friends are playing over there, and you really want to join them, but they're not letting you play. What do you do?
Sometimes they might just not notice that you're not with them, so sometimes it's maybe you need to initiate that playing. Just invite them over, hey guys, do you want to come do this with me? Because sometimes they might not realize that.
How about being mean? Did we talk about that?
We did.
Okay. So what do you do when your friends are mean?
I think you should be nice to them. It's super hard, but maybe they're just having a really bad day, or you know, something else is going on in their life, so you just have to be nice to them. I like to think like, I don't know what's going on in their life, so like, just think about, I don't know, just love them. I don't know.
Just love them.
Just kind of tie it into sports. Sometimes if your coach realizes that you're not being very nice to your teammates, they're not going to let you play as often. So it's really important to be always nice to your teammates. You may not be their best friend, but you should always...
But what if you're the best one on the team?
That's even more
so
reason to be
don't
nice.
you have like a right to be like the best and like show them
that
what
means that you should be even kinder than you normally would, because you need to lead by example and tell them you don't have to be the best to be kind.
Okay, so next we're going to talk about kind of goals and just kind of what you work for in life, in the classroom and in your sport. What's important to you guys?
A lot of stuff, like my school, work, like my friends and my family, and working, all sorts of stuff.
Working in there twice, super important to Keegan. How about you, Jules?
Yeah, so same things, family, friends, school, sports, stuff like that.
If those are the things that are important to you, what do you do in life to keep those things close to you and top priority?
I think a lot of it is like managing my time, like making sure that I'm not just spending all my time at work or all my time with my friends, that I need to like go out and have some part of the day be for schoolwork and work's part of it, and have friend time and family time, and that just keeps it all kind of balanced, and so that everything can still be important to me.
How about you?
Yeah, just being kind to friends and family, those are my top priorities, and keep them close when you're being kind.
So what goals have you set for yourself as an athlete?
So last year I tried out for soccer and I made the varsity team, but I didn't play at all. And so I was really frustrated with that, and I made the goal that I was going to start on varsity this year. So I practiced a ton. I remember a lot of times I was out in the snow in my backyard trying to...
So when you say you practice, that's not like soccer practice where you go with your coach and your team and practice. You're talking about like you practiced by yourself.
Right, yeah, I made myself a bunch of like equipment so that I could just go out by myself in the backyard and play around. And then this year I ended up actually being the captain of the soccer team and starting almost every game, so it paid off.
So it paid off. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, Jules.
One of my past goals was just a couple weeks ago. I wanted to start on the basketball team, the varsity basketball team, and now I'm starting, so I got that goal.
And how did you get that goal? How did you get that?
I always work a lot. Like working hard is a big part of that. You just gotta work by yourself, even more than just at practice with your team, your coaches.
What else were you gonna say
And
before
one of my future goals is to play college basketball.
Do you have any goals, like as a learner in school?
Yeah, I wanted to get like straight A's through the high school so that I could get good scholarships and stuff. And I've started applications to my colleges that I'm looking at and stuff like that, and you have to apply for scholarships too. They don't just come to you and say, hey, here's this money. Normally an essay or two you have to write, and you have to put in a resume, and yeah, I've written about 100 essays in the last 2 months.
Did
so.
you hear that? Essays. He has to write essays to get into college.
My goals this year is to get straight A's in all my classes.
Why? Why is that important to
I
you?
don't know. It's just something I want to do.
Will they let you start on the varsity basketball team
No.
if your grades start to slip? and
If they
things
start
like
going
that?
down, sometimes you can't even play, let alone not starting. The school won't let you play if you have F's.
Okay, so what goals have you set for yourself as a person? Take away your soccer, take away your basketball, and just as a person, what do you want to accomplish?
I've just kind of tried to be nicer to people, because I know that a lot of times I look at someone and I like judge them, or I'm like, oh, we can't be friends because they do this and I do this, and I've kind of tried more recently to just ignore all that and just to talk to them and smile at them and say hi to them in the halls and stuff like that, and it's made a big difference. I'm a lot happier.
How about you?
I don't know, same thing. Being kind is really important to me. A lot of people have told me that I was a kind person and I help them do a lot of things. So.
So we've talked about friendships, and we've talked about working hard, and all of that pays off. Now we're going to talk about when things are really hard in your life, either in school or during a game, when you hit some kind of a stumbling block or frustration. What do you do? Do you ever get disappointed during a game?
Yeah, sometimes I get very disappointed in games.
And so what do you do?
The best thing you can do is just shrug it off and just go to the next play. You can never really solve problems by just fighting and causing contentions. Yeah. That's what our like first instinct is to just be just whiny about things, but it never solves problems.
Right. Carter, what do you do to handle disappointments and frustration?
I just try not to think about it or think about the next thing that's gonna happen.
Okay, so
Focus on it.
yeah, don't let it like be a stumbling block, but just kind of look forward.
Yeah.
What's next? How about you?
For like frustration in just general, like there's a lot of ways like you always have like your teacher, like your family members, because there's a lot of things like during sports that can make you mad, or like even during school, like you always have to make sure you try hard at school to play sports, and it's like, you know, you always have a teacher that help you during school, and you always have like a coach to help you during like sports.
Easton, what do you have to add?
Whenever I have to deal with frustration, I kind of just like, try not to care about it too much, because like one bad thing isn't going to matter to you in like a year, because you have like more things to look forward to.
Okay, so there's a lot of frustration in elementary school because, like we were talking about earlier, people are playing tag and they're not playing fair, or they're playing soccer out there and they're high kicking or whatever, or there's snow right now, and so they're playing soccer in the snow, and he slid into me. Well, there's snow on the ground, right? So there's a lot of frustration going on, or, you know, there's a spelling test or a math test coming up, and it's hard, and I don't get it. So what would you say to the elementary kids that are dealing with frustration?
It never hurts to ask questions, especially in high school if you don't know something. It's really nice to ask questions and to be able to trust your teacher to do that, because things can be really hard. You can end up failing classes when you don't know what you're doing.
And then do you get to play?
No.
Right. So what would you tell the elementary kids when they're dealing with frustration here at Gate City?
Being frustrated doesn't help. Like you always will get frustrated, but like if you continue to be frustrated, it's not going to do anything for you.
Yeah, so like take a minute, be frustrated, but it's not going to do anything for you. I love that. Move on.
Well, like you said, like if you're playing with your friends and like something happens, you have to remember like they're your friends and they're gonna be your future friends, and like if you want like them keeping your friends, like you always have to remember your last conversation with your friends is gonna be what they remember.
Easton?
If you're ever getting like frustrated, like you lose a game or something, you know, like crying or whining about it isn't gonna make you any better at it. So you have to actually like work instead of just sit there and.
I'm so glad that we got to talk with all of these athletes and students today. And I just want to point out that they're from all over in Pocatello. These students are from the Highland area, from south of town at Century, and also in Chubbuck, going to Pokey. So all different high schools throughout the whole city, and all of those students said the same thing about being kind and working hard and being a good friend. It just goes to show that it doesn't matter where you are in life, where you live, or how old you are. Some things are going to come easy and some things are going to be hard. You're always going to have good and bad, and you just have to learn how to work hard and keep moving forward. So Gate City Grizzlies, let's go forward with Gate City pride and work hard.